Hey everyone, welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Chibi Eren in Titan form from Attack on Titan. Let's get started on the left side with the upper eyelid. So we're going to start on the outside, we're going to curve down and in. From here, we're going to curve up and in towards the center for a frown line. Let's leave a gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right side. So we're going to draw on the frown line first, starting from the top, we'll curve down. Now we're going to curve up the upper eyelid on the right side. From here, we're going to curve down the sides. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the lid. Starting on the left side, we're going to draw a half circle tucked in underneath the eyelid here. So curving around, and then back up underneath. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's draw a smaller circle on the left side for a highlight. Starting from the top, we'll circle around. And in the middle of the iris, we're going to draw a pupil. So a small circle tucked in behind the highlight. So we start on the side of the highlight, circle around. Now we're going to color that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to start with the highlight first. And in the middle of the iris, we're going to draw in the pupil. So starting at the side of the highlight, just circle around, and we're going to color that in black. Now let's go in and draw in the eye socket. So we're going to start on the end on the left. We're going to curve down just below the iris. Bring it down to right about there. And we're going to take that point and do a hard turn up and towards the frown line. Up and in. We'll do the same thing on the right, starting from the inside. Curve down just below the eye. Now we're going to curve up towards the side of the brow. Now let's go ahead and color the eye socket in black. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Now that we have the eyes in place, let's move in between and draw in the nose. So right in the middle, we're going to draw a little point. From here, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. Then we're going to curve up and out towards the right from the center. On the end, we're just going to curve up and in, just for the sides of the nostril. Let's move down and draw in the huge mouth. So we're going to start with a curve that goes from left to right, going up in the middle, and then down on the right side. Now we're going to round this out and curve up just underneath the eyes. Take this point, round it out, curving up towards the left, round this out, curve up towards the right. We're going to take these points and curve the side of the mouth, coming inwards, right about there. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction down towards the chin. So we're just going to blend this in to a curve that goes down, leaving a gap in the center. On the right, we're going to round this out. And we'll connect the bottoms with a curve that comes down and over towards the right side. Let's go ahead and layer the teeth inside the mouth. So on the left side here, we're going to step in, draw a straight line coming down. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve that comes down in the middle, and then up and over on the right side. We're going to go ahead and separate the teeth, starting with the center line. Now we're going to work our way towards the left, splitting the teeth. Evenly spacing this out all the way to the end, and we'll go over towards the right side and do the same thing. Now we're going to do the same thing for the bottom row of teeth. We're going to start on the inside, we're going to step in just a little bit more, a straight line, do the same thing on the right. Now we want to follow the bottom of the chin with the upper part of the teeth. Starting on the left, curve down, round it out, going up towards the right and just flattening it out. We're going to separate the teeth, starting with the middle, draw a line. Now the bottom row of teeth are a little bit tighter, so we're going to step over just a little bit, draw these little vertical lines going all the way across towards the left. In between the teeth, we're going to add in the tongue. So it's basically a curve that goes underneath the teeth. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve up underneath the top row, come down on the right side. We're going to fill in the inside part of the mouth in black. Now that we've got the face in place, I'm going to draw in the hair. So we're going to step up from the inner part of the brow on the left side and draw a point. This will be our starting point. We're going to draw one big bang coming across in between the nose and the eye. Starting at the point, we're going to come down, just curve in between, just down towards the mouth. Now we're going to taper this back up just the side of the nose, so it gets a little bit wider. As we come up to right about there, we're going to draw another hair strand, a little short one coming down. And we're going to pull this back up above the right eye, to right about there. Go back to the left side, we're going to draw another curve coming down in the opposite direction towards the eye. And we'll curve that back up, tapering up to right there. Now from this point, I just want to go around the eye and down the side of the head. Starting up here, we're going to go around the eye, just down towards the side of the head. Let's go over towards the right side. So from this point, I'm going to curve around the right eye and down to the same height. Curving out, around the eye, and then down. Just above the eyes, I want to draw a little curve just to accentuate the brow. Just a curve up here, and on the left side, we'll draw a little short one just beside the hair. Now let's take these 2 points and draw the sides of the hair going up. So from the left side, we're going to curve around and just pull that up. We're going to step down about halfway and draw another curve going out and up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving out, then in. We're going to step down, draw another curve going up. Now with the hair in place, we can draw in the lower part of the jaw. So we're going to basically follow the outside edge of the mouth all the way down towards the chin. Starting from the side, curve around, down to this point. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving around, and then down. We're going to round out the jaw and come down towards the chin. So we're going to curve around. We're just going to pull this down. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So rounding it out, pulling it down. We're going to connect the 2 bottom points with a curve going across. Just below the mouth, right down here, we're going to draw a little curve just to accentuate the bottom lip. Now that we have the hair in place, we can draw the ears in behind here. So we're going to start on the side, just beside the eye, and draw an angled line going out. We're going to take this point and curve it back in behind the head. We're going to have to go in behind the hair as well. Behind the hair, just continue in behind the head. Up in here, I'm going to draw a little curve coming down for the inner ear. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting beside the right eye, go up at an angle, and we're going to curve this back in towards the side of the head. Curving in behind the hair, and just poking in between there. Up in here, we're just going to draw a curve going up. Let's go back up to the top of the head. Right up in here, we're going to draw a little point. This will be our starting point for the part of the hair. We draw the hairs on the left side going out towards the left. Starting from this point, we're going to curve up and out towards the left. We're going to do an overlap, stepping back, just overlap that line coming down. Now we're going to pull that back in. So just tapering this line going back. We're doing another hair strand coming out toward the left. We'll pull that back in again. Now we're going to tuck this in behind the ear with a curve going down. Let's go over to the right side. From this point, we're going to curve up and out towards the right. Now we're going to pull this back in. So tapering the line. Draw another hair strand coming out this way. Curving around and down. Again, we're going to taper this back up. Now we're going to pull this back in behind the ear, just like we did on the left side. Just curving it down. In behind the head, we're going to draw some of the hairs coming in the back here. So just underneath the left ear, we'll draw a curve going out. We're going to pull that back in, so tapering it in. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Just fold this in behind the head. Curving down. Take that point, curve it back up. We'll draw one more. Curving in, and then in behind the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Underneath the earlobe, we'll curve out. And I'll taper that back in. Coming in the opposite direction, come down, pull that back up, and then one final time, right in behind the jaw. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. So on either side of the chin, we're going to step over and draw the sides of the body. So So stepping over from that point, we're going to step up a little bit, curve and round out the left side. Do the same thing on the right, curving around and down towards the hips. In here, I just want to make a simple chest muscle detail. So on the left side, curve up and then down on the right side. In between, we're going to step in the middle and down, and we're going to locate the lower torso. Right here, we're just going to draw a little curve from left to right going up. Now in here, we just want to draw a little seam for the hip. Just drawing a little curve coming in, and then the same thing on the right side. Let's continue down with the legs. So in the middle, we're going to leave a little gap, step over towards the left, and then curve down. We'll do the same thing on the right side, curving down. Now he's got no shoes, so we're going to have to draw in some bare feet. So we're going to start on the left side again and draw on the heel. So from this point, we're just going to round out the heel, coming back up. Now we're going to overlap that point for the ball of the foot, going up, drawing another curve, going towards the toes. Now we're going to draw a couple toes going out this way. Starting from this base, we're going to draw on a C. Now beside this toe, we're going to layer another toe going in behind it, another C, and then one final one. We're only going to do 3 toes here. From the center toe, we're going to curve the top of the foot, going across and then in. And then from the hip, we're going to curve the outside of the leg down towards the top of the foot. Down. Now about halfway along the leg on this side on the left, we're going to draw a little curve just to accentuate the kneecap. And then down here in the heel area, we're going to just draw a little angle, just a little curve angling up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting in the heel area, we're going to curve around and then up. We're drawing the ball of the foot, so doing an overlap, curving down and then up. Now we're going to layer in the toe, so a backward C. Another one right beside it, starting from the bottom, around, and then one more. Now at the top of the middle toe, we're going to curve the top of the foot, going across and then in. From the hip, again, we're going to curve down towards the top of the foot, going out and then down. We're going to line up the kneecaps, doing a little curve going up, and then the ankle, start up here and curve and hook it around like that. Let's go back up here and draw on the arms. We're going to start on the left side first. So halfway down the body, right here, we're going to curve out and then down. We're going to round up the thumb, just a little half circle. And at the end of the thumb, we'll draw a little bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we're going to swirl around the bracket for the first finger and pull that up. Draw the second finger, we're going to come down to the bottom here, draw another curve. Now we're going to break the arm in 2 pieces, the forearm and then the shoulder. So stepping down here, we're going to curve around the finger. We're just going to come up to right about here. Now I'm going to overlap the shoulder on top. So from the jaw, we're just going to curve out and then just overlap that line. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So lining up the inside part of the arm, curving down and out. We'll round out the thumb with a half circle and draw a little bracket on the end. At the bottom of the thumb, swirl around the bracket and pull this line up. Step down, draw another finger, and then again, the third finger is going to come up all the way up towards the shoulder. So going up, and into right about there, and we're going to layer the shoulder on top. So from the jaw, curve out, and just overlap that line, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Eren in Titan form. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you subscribe, and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.